What is going on? This is N64Josh, and we are going to do some Nintendo news tonight. We're going to do this live on Twitch. Got a couple of you guys hanging out with me already, and we're going to basically start by kind of just browsing Reddit together. And then I have a few other articles that I thought we could look at. So let's jump right into this thing. So looking at Reddit, first thing I notice here, Super Mario Run is now available on Android. I finally beat that game. I finally beat Super Mario Run. It was a good game. It was a good game if you like jumping with one finger all the time. Not too bad. I guess there's new stuff with that game, but I haven't looked at it. I haven't tried it. The only games I play on my phone every day are Fire Emblem and Pokemon Go. Except for the days I miss, and then I get super pissed because I have no. I ruined my streak, which drives me crazy. I don't know. Any of you guys in here with me? New is scary. That's nice. That's nice. That's all right. You'll be all right. New's okay. We're gonna have some fun with this here. So yeah, I haven't really touched Mario. I think it's again. I think it got an update of some kind because it's like on 2.0 now or something. But I'll look at it, mess with. We can talk about it next week maybe. One of the things I want to note here is that Nintendo confirms the Switch Joy-Con sync issues caused by a manufacturing error. That is very interesting, and we're going to talk more about that in just a second. A couple of you guys saying you're iPhone guys. I'm with you there. I am also an iPhone guy, so which I mean obvious because I've been playing the game. A game that is near and dear to my heart, which is Monster Hunter. According to Reddit here, it says Nintendo Switch and new 3DS XL lead in Japan as Monster Hunter Double X arrives. So let's click this link. Let's check this out. Let's see what happens here. Hopefully we don't crash the computer. That's my fear, but we'll see. We'll see. So I don't know if you guys are fans of Monster Hunter, but it is one of my favorite games, and I am so excited to play it on the Switch, mainly because of the controls. That game is tough. It's basically controls a lot like Zelda. Like even I think like my wife or my daughter saw me playing Zelda. They're like, "Are you playing Monster Hunter?" If you guys have a new 3DS, you know that you have to turn with that little nub. Makes things um, a little bit difficult. But better than the alternative, which was using the buttons to turn. Or so I don't even remember how I had to do it. It was rough. It was rough. I think you could use the stylus if you wanted, which not fun. But look at this, Nintendo Switch, um, and new 3DS XL. That's crazy. That system is still doing so well. So I'm really glad to see that. It's a good little system. Super Bomberman also, that they have a little note here that Super Bomberman R squeaks past 50,000 sales too, which is that's good. You know, I didn't know how well that game would do. 50,000's not great, but hey, it's something. It's something. Monster Hunter Double X, or I guess it's called Double Cross. Let's see. The new iteration that probably won't get localized. That is sad. That makes me very upset. Prince David in the chat says I'm not interested in Monster Hunter on 3DS. I'll wait till Switch. Yeah, I'm right there. I am right there. Um, that wouldn't surprise me, Drummer. Drummer in the chat saying that he has heard that there are more 3DSs in Japan than there are PS4s in the world. Guys, if you've never played Monster Hunter, it does play a lot like Breath of the Wild. And what you do is you go out and you take a team of four and you go attack the monster, and then you carve it up and you get basically parts that you make your armor and your weapons. So it's a lot of farming, but it's quite fun. The gameplay is good. I would suggest checking out some videos, and if you have a 3DS, I would suggest picking up. I think there's 3 games on it. I think Monster Hunter 3, and then 4, and Generations. There might even be another one, but I think that's it. I have all of them. I'll play with you. So they're definitely good. But we got we got a looks like some numbers here. 3DS Monster Hunter Double Cross from Capcom, 848,000 sales. It's pretty good. Number two is a game on PS4. Uh, Breath of the Wild is at number four for the on the Switch. That includes the limited edition. Looks like Ghost Recon is at number six. Horizon's at number seven. 1-2 Switch is at number nine. That's surprising to see, but good. Pokemon Sun and Moon is at 12. Look at how many units that game has sold. Looks like for the month 10,000, but a total of 3 million. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. So it looks like at number 17 is Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 3 Professional. Like who names these things? That's crazy. 18 3DS Super Mario Maker for the 3DS. Super fun game. Look at that. There's Bomberman at 19. So it's good to see all these Nintendo games in that list. For those of you guys that know me, you know I'm a Destiny guy as well. And Jimmy in the chat says Destiny isn't on there. This list is irrelevant. Drummer, he says I am a liar. I will play Mario Kart with you. We just got to exchange friends codes and do that. Let's try it. Maybe we'll do it tonight. Who knows? Maybe we'll do it after I wrap this thing up. Also, it looks like moving towards reading this article again, and I will put all of the links that I talk about in the description in the YouTube video. So if you guys are watching this after the fact, you can check these out as well. The Switch is sitting at like 49,000. The new 3DS is at 33. Like this is crazy. I don't know how this list is broken up by these two numbers. I'm not sure if it's by the month or what exactly, but man, the Xbox One at number 10, 135 units. Wii U sold more. PlayStation 3 sold more. The 2DS and the Vita sold more. Like, wow. Japan just does not like Xbox. So anyway, that's some pretty cool stuff on the Nintendo Switch and the 3DS and Monster Hunter. Let's go back and we'll just check a little more on Reddit here, see if there's anything else worth noting. GameStop, then this says mislead and rumor that GameStop is now selling Switches in bundles in store. I know Drummer works for GameStop. Maybe he can confirm that in the chat for us here if that is the case. Looks like Fire Emblem Shadows of Valencia, if that's how you say it. Special edition was available on Amazon, but it is sold out now. So, oh yeah, and then version 2.0 is now released for Super Mario Run on iOS. So I'll have to give that a try and see what's up with that. I did notice that you can pre-order the Fire Emblem amiibo that are coming out. There's a 2-pack. So, if you're a collector like myself of amiibo, make sure you get those things pre-ordered soon. I don't remember the exact day they launch, but it is coming up, I believe. Prince David in the chat here says they completely gave up on marketing Xbox in Japan, and they had some good niche games in Japan on 360, but it didn't catch on mainstream. Yeah, it's strange. It's strange that it, it's a shooter heavy console, but even a game like Recore or something like that, maybe would pull some people in, but it doesn't really seem to. And I mean, maybe it's not like it is there, like it is here, where people buy, multiple consoles and just kind of play everything that they can get their hands on, maybe, from what I understand, if you guys look up statistics on like Monster Hunter and how many hours, it's not uncommon for people to put in 3,000 to 5,000 hours in Monster Hunter in Japan. Like, it's everywhere. You know how Star Wars was marketed here? That's how Monster Hunter is marketed there. And so it's huge over there. It does that. Those numbers don't surprise me at all. They don't surprise me at all. So, and Drummer's saying that those bundles for the Switch, let's see, the bundles we have are online, but you can buy in the store and they'll ship it to you. So there you go. That's what's happening there, which is good. Got to get more of these things out in the wild. So, a few of these things are going to be like news related. Some of it's just going to be cool stuff that I found, maybe on Twitter or on. I think I got something on Kotaku here that's just kind of the highlight reel of just some people doing some crazy stuff in Zelda. So, um, before we hit those, I will let you know that there's going to be a possibility of Zelda spoilers. So if you don't want that, I'll make sure I give very clear warning that we're going to be looking at Zelda footage and to either leave the stream or turn off the video. So, here we go. This is from mynintendonews.com, which you should have this website bookmarked if you're into Nintendo news. If you're in our Discord chat, which is, you can just go to the lootcave.com/NPC Discord. Oh no, don't start download. NPC Discord. You can come hang out with us in there and chat about Nintendo on a regular basis. But according to, and I don't know, I don't want to click the source. Maybe it'll just tell me. Oh, from Game Rant. Oh, we talked about this on the podcast last night. GameStop executive believes that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sales will be huge. This is a good thing. This is a very good thing. This is right from the post here. It says GameStop seems incredibly positive about Nintendo's newest console, calling the Switch sales phenomenal. They seem to have hope for the system's future too. GameStop senior director of merchandising predicting huge sales for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart games traditionally sell extremely well. Eric Bright obviously recognizing this and assuming the best. Hopefully Eric Bright is Eric Wright. That was way cheesy. But good on them. Good on them. Here's the quote. It says, Mario Kart without a doubt will be huge. We know the interest from previous sales of Mario Kart, and we know that Mario Kart on the Switch is going to extend that. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an install or an attach rate of Mario Kart to the Switch, even possibly greater than Zelda. That wouldn't be... I wouldn't be surprised if that ended up being the case. So, look at what... what is... You want me to buy a tactical flashlight? I know. That's what's interesting is like, are you guys gonna find out what I search for? Because I don't remember the last time I looked for anything like that. Any of this stuff, to be perfectly honest. Why these ads are showing up, I'm not even sure. But that's really good news. I mean, in the chat, how many of you guys are planning on buying Mario Kart 8? Let me know. I'd be curious to hear, just for the few of you hanging out. Like, it's definitely a day one purchase for me, and we'll probably have at least another Switch in the house by then, would be my guess. My son's really itching to get a hold of one. So, we'll be looking at least 2 copies of it. So, yeah, there's a couple in the chat right there. Like, yep, for sure. Yeah, there's another one. So, I mean, it's going to be huge, and the battle mode looks amazing. I got to watch the Twitch stream at PAX where they showcased everything in the battle mode, and man, oh man, it looks. I mean, it does. It looks like the game that we should have had on the Wii U. But I want to talk about this for just a second. Like, some people are giving it flack because they're saying, oh, they're just going to put another, they're just re-releasing Wii U titles on the Switch. And okay, yes, I can see that if you had the Wii U, you played Mario Kart, maybe you're a little upset by this, but almost every AAA title comes out with like a Game of the Year edition that includes all the DLC. And Nintendo is basically taking it a step further and saying, we're not only going to give you the DLC, but we're going to give you a new battle mode. So when it comes to what other developers have done or other game makers have done, they're actually taking it a step beyond for brand new content. Because that's the one thing that doesn't typically come out with those systems is anything, or those games, is anything brand new. It's mainly just the game and the DLC, all for $59.99. So we are getting something new there, which, and I mean, I'm guilty of being a Nintendo fanboy, of course. But I'm stoked to have a battle mode that I'm going to want to play. I'm stoked to play with you guys in the chat and you guys that are watching this on YouTube. Man, I cannot wait to to jump into the battle mode, to have what, like 48 tracks. I mean, it's a massive Mario Kart, and it needs to be in as many hands as possible. That honestly, when I played it on the Wii U, I was so bummed out that was like, there's not many people getting to play this game because of the small um, install base of the Wii U. So to me, this is a good thing. I absolutely agree that this is going to be huge. I think Nintendo's biggest problem is going to be able to get enough Switches out in time for Mario Kart 8. I know a lot of us are probably like, why did Mario Kart 8 come out at launch? It's because there's not enough Switches, and this game is going to sell Switches. So, according to what we've learned, they are doubling their production of the Switch, and hopefully they can keep up with this thing, because I feel like what happened with like the NES Classic, people that didn't pick it up, didn't get a chance to get it, they've kind of lost interest. That's not me. I'm still looking. If you happen to find one and you want to ship it to me, let me know. We'll chat. We'll chat, because I'm definitely wanting to find an NES Classic. Still have not found one yet. Was really close on Best Buy. I just about had it. I had it all ready to go, and then bad Wi-Fi, bad cell service, didn't work out. So let's move on here. This is Nintendo Life, another great website, guys. They do some great YouTube videos and whatnot, so make sure to check them out. Let's look at this thing here. So Nintendo fixes the left Joy-Con problem with a small piece of foam. A small piece of foam. So we're looking at, this is the inside of a Joy-Con right here. And as you can see, they've added this little piece of foam right here. And apparently that is all they needed to fix the connection issue that they were having with the left Joy-Con. So I'm assuming that based on that article we saw on Reddit here, where they say it's a manufacturing error. We'll click this link here. Oh, here's IGN. Oh no, what's it gonna do? Okay. Let's see. That manufacturing variant resulted in wireless small. Okay, so we knew that. I don't know. I don't want to sit and read the whole thing, but my assumption is correct. I'm assuming my assumption is correct, that this thing just needs to be added to the manufacturing process, and we're not going to have that issue. If that's the fix, hopefully they're just doing it ahead of time. And it is strange to me. Like, I've not had any issues every time I've played with it off of the system. You guys in the chat, let me know if you've had any desyncing issues. Let's see if I can find... so this is a CNET basically sent their controller in to get it fixed. Basically, Drummer, what it says right here is that all it took was to fix the issue was a small square of conductive foam which shields the antenna from interference. So that's it. That little piece of foam was enough to shield the antenna from interference and allow the Joy-Con to work properly. So, and Drummer saying he has the red and blue. What's funny, I remember when we had Too Loud and Null Zero on the Nintendo Powercast, they said they heard guys in line saying, don't buy the red and blue ones. They have worse problems. I think they all come from the same place. I don't think there's anything different between the colors. I think it's literally just a manufacturing error, and they've got the fix for it. And I'm glad it's a simple fix. It's a bummer that it had to happen. It's bad press, but hopefully this is something that just kind of goes away. And it is, like Crazy Legs is saying, a minor issue. And you sent yours into Nintendo today. And you have a gray one there. Cool. Well, maybe you can even let us know. I don't know if you want to open one of these things up. I'm not sure if I even have the right screwdrivers to open them up. I'm pulling one off right now to look at it. These are pretty tiny. I might be able to, as my Switch falls out of the dock. But we'll just have to see. Uh-oh. I got to switch my source back here. As soon as I turn the switch on, or pulled that thing off, it switched my TV. So you guys are still seeing the news article, but I'm actually seeing the switch on my screen. All right, here we go. Oh, one more. One day I'll have like 19 monitors, so I won't have these issues. But yeah, Crazy Legs, definitely let us know. Yeah, they're like a Philips they're a little bit different. They only have like three. I'm not sure what that's called. I'm not sure what that screw's called. So, but moving right along, I'm glad to see that's just a simple fix, and that's something that we won't have to worry too much about. Okay, so the next two things we're gonna look at have some footage of Zelda in it. There's nothing that's like story related, anything that will like really spoil anything major. But if you're trying to avoid any bit of spoilers from Zelda, I would say don't watch this. If you want to see some of the really cool things that Zelda can offer or that you can do in this game, then hang out for these, because literally I was blown away. And we're gonna sit and chat about these for a bit, and then we'll wrap this thing up. But so first, this is from Kotaku. It's one of their highlight reels, and again, spoiler if you don't want to see any Zelda stuff, but you've been warned. So here we go. So here's Link basically reflecting the Guardian's laser back at him and then taking a quick selfie as the thing's basically dying. So I'm not even sure how to do that in the game. I'm not sure, what, I'm not sure. I don't know yet. I'm excited to find whatever shield this is. That is awesome. That is really cool. I mean, really cool. Those things are brutal to fight, those Guardians. So, the fact that somebody took a selfie, I mean, that is really cool. Really cool. The next thing we're going to look at is here. This is just right on my Twitter. And I will make this one full screen. So here we go. This, oh, come on. There we go. We'll start it over again. You're just gonna stay fuzzy the whole time? That's not cool. So I'll set the scene here for you. There is a Guardian, and there's a stone talus behind him. Okay. It should clear up. So the stone talus just knocked the Guardian over. All right, now the Guardian is targeting him. Link's trying to sneak away. Now he's targeted again. He just punches that thing. Oh my gosh. Like, so much is happening in this game. Look at Link trying to sneak away. He's like, I'm out. I am out. And these two just go at it. They just go at. Look at the Guardian just got him targeted. He's going to continue shooting him with lasers. And the way this ends is crazy. Is crazy. Watch this. Watch this right here. Boom. Where'd he go? Like, he's flying through the air. That is one of the best things I've ever seen. So, really cool. Like, I mean, I want to see stuff in games like that more often. Like, just the interaction of creatures in the environment like that. I've seen other videos where, somebody's holding a chicken and they get one of the enemies to attack the chicken, and then the chicken just kills everything. All the chickens come flying in, just like in old time Zeldas, when if you hit the chicken too many times, it was game over, right? So, really cool stuff. Yeah. So, guys in the chat, before we end this, any other Nintendo things, any other comments, anything like that we can pick on, that I can read or possibly answer before we end this thing. Trying to keep it right around a half hour. I know we're a little under because of the start screen and whatnot, but Henny's saying it reminds him of the dragon versus giant fight in Skyrim. Yeah, I remember seeing that video for sure. That was very cool. Very cool. We'll go back to the Reddit page here. But, well, guys, this has been a ton of fun. If you check this out on YouTube, if you end up liking this, hit me with a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below. I want to just do one of these. I'm aiming for once a day. That this will kind of be the daily vlog, something we can just look at some news real quick, chat with you guys on Twitch if you're able to hang out. Not quite sure on the timing of it yet, but there will be a new one, hopefully each day. So we're gonna work on it. Drummers saying they cut back on NES classics to make more switches. They cut. So, and I'm not sure, drummer. If you have a link or anything that talks about that, I'd love to see it. I have a feeling what happened is the uh, well, anyway, I don't know. At this point, it's weird that we're just seeing kind of trickle. We've seen them on Best Buy just periodically. Like I said, I just saw one last week. We had switches in stock in my town on Saturday. There was three of them, and everybody knew it. But they were there for about 4 hours. So who knows? I really, yeah, drummer. If you find that, I'll include it in the description on the YouTube video. So, anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Again, if you're checking this out on YouTube, hit me with that like, hit me with the sub. I really, really appreciate that. And let me know in the comments below if this is good or if this is terrible. That would be very, very helpful. So, thank you so much if you're watching live. And guys, we'll see you in the next video.